Hey, it's Erin. When you think about doing abs, often you think about rolling around on the gym floor or rolling around on your living room floor doing crunches. That gets kind of boring. So today we're going to be doing a standing abs routine that you can do pretty much anywhere. Grab a set of light dumbbells, grab some water jugs, canned foods, whatever you might have. It's going to be a great workout. This video is brought to you by Skillshare. It's sponsors like Skillshare that allow us to continue to bring you high quality content for free. So stick around for some information on Skillshare along with an amazing offer from them. Without further ado, let's train. We're going to start this workout with the most difficult exercise because we're nice and fresh. This is the Flamingo row. When you start the exercise, do it on your non-dominant leg first. This tends to be the leg that we can't balance as well on, so you're going to be hyper-focused and fresh towards the beginning. Think about evenly distributing your weight on that foot, keeping a slight bend to that knee, hinging at the hip, and simultaneously extend that leg back, hinge at the hip, and push those dumbbells forward. Now, as you do this, think about keeping everything nice and square. So you don't want to let the hip rise, you don't want to let one shoulder or one arm rise higher than the other. And pick a spot on the ground and fixate on that rather than look in the mirror. Because if you look at something moving, there's a chance that you're going to lose your balance. So really focus and feel through this exercise. Contract your abs as you get to that top. You can squeeze the glute of the standing leg. This can help with core contraction. You're going to do 10 to 15 reps on each side. And really focus on that squeeze and perfect execution.
Good.
Next exercise is a low to high wood chopper. So you're going to start with feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. Bend down, touch that elbow to your ankle, and then come across your body, rotating as you come up. This is more of a dynamic exercise, so you're going to use your abs through the entire range of motion here. So you should feel it in your abs, in your obliques. Really stabilizing, really thinking about driving that dumbbell up. So same thing on the other side. From the ankle, drive up across, really squeeze, keep that core nice and tight, keep that back flat. We're going to do 15 to 20 reps on each side. And this one actually gets your heart rate up pretty good. And focus on that rotation. Next exercise is a standing crunch. So you're going to simultaneously bring that knee up, bring the dumbbells, bring your upper body towards that knee, focusing on contracting those abs every time you bring that knee up. So you're gonna have that slight round in the upper back so you can really engage those abs. This is great for the rectus abdominis, also known as the six-pack. So if you're looking to develop six-pack abs, in addition to getting leaner, this can also help bring those abs up. We're going to do 15 to 20 reps on each side for this. Really focus on getting that contraction and controlling each rep. Really important. And weight is evenly distributed across the foot. This is going to give you really good balance. Let's take a quick rest from our workout to talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, or simply get lost in the creativity. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. And after that, it's only about $10 a month. It was really tough to find a course because I liked pretty much everything I saw. The course that I ended up taking was by Thomas Frank, and it's called Productivity for Creatives. and it talks about building a system that brings out your best. If you're a fellow creative, you'll find this course extremely helpful. Because as you know, your mind tends to be in a million different places at once. Your desktop might be really, really cluttered, and it can be hard to give yourself that structure or compartmentalize those tasks. And this course really helped give an actionable list on how to achieve that. A few things that I liked about the course was his 20-second rule, and that meant placing the things that you need to get the job done within 20 seconds reach. He also talked about ways to avoid too many choices by setting productivity limitations. So for example, sitting down at your workspace, you might think of a dozen things that you need to get done or you could get done, but that's not productive. We don't do well at multitasking. So he talks about ways that we can focus on just one thing at a time, getting quality work done. The last thing that I really liked about the course was using templates to make repetitive work faster. Now, I did have a few things on my computer where I could copy and paste, but they weren't legitimate templates and they weren't really organized as such. So I found it refreshing and informative, the way that he outlines how to create these templates. In my work, it's cut out minutes a day, which can equate to hours that I'll gain over the week just by streamlining my process. So don't forget to check out Skillshare's amazing offer. Remember, the first 1,000 people will get 3 months of Skillshare for free. Next exercise might not look like much. This is overhead circles, but this one really burns those abs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with counterclockwise range of motion. You keep those arms straight, keep your core tight, and think about controlling that dumbbell using your abs. So everything is contracted down, nice and tight, holding onto that dumbbell. Of course, if you're using a jug of water or canned food or whatever you might have, just keep a nice hold on it. Keep those arms straight and rotate that weight over your head. You're looking at 15 to 20 reps on each side. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. This is going to give you a nice foundation, give you nice stability so you can perform the exercise perfectly. Next, we're going to move on to standing stabilization. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep that core facing forward, and then you're just going to rotate your upper body, keeping the arms extended straight out in front of you. And so you're going to go from side to side, stopping at the middle, 15 to 20 reps here. Feet are about shoulder width apart, knees are soft. And in that rotation, you're going to feel it a little bit in those glutes too. Of course, you're going to feel it in the shoulders by stabilizing. This is another deceptively difficult exercise. So make sure you stop in the middle. Make sure you keep that core nice and tight like you would for the other exercises. And you're going to feel this right in that rectus abdominis or six pack. You're going to feel it in your obliques also. And keep those arms extended, but make sure you're not shrugging the weight. So you don't want to see any kind of trap recruitment at all. So you want to keep those shoulders lower. You can rotate your shoulder blades back and down just a little bit. Last exercise is called single leg sprint. This is a little bit more of a dynamic move. So you're going to start the exercise by extending your leg back, simultaneously pushing that weight forward. As you drive your knee up, think about doing a crunch with that weight. So you're bringing your arms down to meet your knees, or to meet your knee, and pulling a crunch. This is going to really help with that ab contraction. It's another great exercise for overall balance. So you're going to do 15 to 20 reps on each side. Really paying attention to keeping that back flat as you extend out, and then rounding that upper back as you drive that knee forward. Again, this is going to help so much with ab contraction This is another one that's gonna really get your heart rate up. Again, focus on one fixed spot. This is gonna help you maintain your balance. For any abs workout that you do that requires you to engage your abs, make sure that you've got a slight round in your upper back. This is going to really help you recruit those abs and get the most out of each rep. When you're performing unilateral or one-sided exercises, make sure that you're performing it exactly the same from left to right. You can do this by looking in the mirror, or you can record yourself using your phone. Pay attention, because perfect practice makes perfect. So if we want to build kind of that mirror image from left to right, we want to make sure that we're performing everything exactly the same on left and right sides. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to click that little bell. You'll be the first to know whenever a new video comes out. Thanks for watching. Until next time, train smart and train hard, y'all.
All right.
Okay.